catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what...
Changes for New Orleans. Aldridge comes in for Ryan Anderson. And Dante Cunningham subbed in for Cole. The Jazz also changing it up. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Withy. Burks comes in for Rodney Hood. And it's Cooper in for Mack. On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Then there's Cooper. Then there's Favors. And it's Ingles in at the 4 slot.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Cooper. Off target with his 3. Pelicans trail by 7. Evans dishes to Neal. It's Davis with the drive. On the money from 12 feet away. Davis has got 6.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it. Good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
That's good. 19 points for Freak.
This is an absolute monster performance from him. He is pulverizing them from the three-point line.
And they double up Davis. On its way from Neal for 2. They grab their own miss. Here's Aldridge. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Aldridge has got his first basket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Now, Freak. 22 points for him. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Davis sets a screen. And the wide open shot from Evans. Here's Aldridge. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. From downtown, and it's Cooper missing. Pelicans trail by 9. And Neal kicks to Evans. Doubled by Cooper. Aldridge the pass to Evans. Evans can't get that one to fall. Utah has gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Here's Cooper. And the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. Evans kicks to Neal. With the teardrop, and there's the nice layup by Evans.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Cooper with the bucket.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And that does it for the...
Let's take them back. Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans dance. 94.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. We were able to throw off their offensive rhythm with good ball pressure and heads up deep. Let's keep picking their pockets and jumping in those passing lanes. Our three-point shooting was a highlight, though, and that should open things up for us inside the second half. They've got no choice but to come out a little higher on us on the perimeter. When we get out there, let's concentrate on getting our shooters open. I want to see us setting good screens and using them to get good looks. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
I need you to speak with Come on, New Orleans!
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Freak. 25 points, and talk about the three ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today. Boy, he is just dangerous out there.
Gordon the off guard with Evans at the 3. Davis is out there with Cole Aldridge. And it's Cole in at the 1 spot. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. For New Orleans, their last game, a loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing, just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and guys, once they got spiraling downward, there seemed to be no way to get out of it. All their offense went to pot.
Favors with the screen. Here's Cooper. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Evans with it, and Burks picks him up defensively. Cole's shot is good.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Celtics got down to business. He had 40 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. He had a great game in all facets, and his coach called it a complete game of basketball. High praise to be sure, guys.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Davis in the corner. To tie, Cole dishes to Davis. Gets the bucket and the foul. They get Derek Favors.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Cunningham, he's checked in for Norris Cole. And Gary Neal subbed in for Gordon.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
From the arc.